Hey, what's good? It's your boy Damien here. Welcome to my channel. We like to talk about personal finance, self-improvement. We're just trying to be a well-rounded person, like a sphere. And today, we're going to be talking a little bit of finance, kind of car-related type of vibes. And it's going to be about the realities of owning a German sports car at the young age of 22. I mean, the age doesn't matter. It doesn't. I just want to throw that in there because it sounds nice. I don't know, subtle flex. But I guess it's considered a sports car, right? I think I would consider it a sports car. Some people wouldn't, but I think it's actually classified as a sports car. So I'm just gonna go off of that. Originally, when I was planning on filming this, I'd be like in my car, it's car related, and the parking lot or parkade that I usually go to film or take photos and stuff was kind of closed. So that was unfortunate, wasted time and premium gas, but it's fine. We're here now. I don't know, maybe I'll have some B-roll over it. Probably not, don't get your hopes up. But with that being said, I'm gonna talk about the downfalls of having said car at said age. Man, the first thing is something that everyone thinks about all the time. Doesn't matter what car you have, sports car or not. You're thinking about your gas and your fuel economy and all that good stuff. It's always advertised, especially in like Priuses and Toyotas and Hondas. They can go forever, amazing gas mileage. It's just something that you look up when you're trying to buy a car, the miles per gallon and such. And I mean, my car has like decent miles per gallon. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I think it's I guess it's like liters in Canada, but miles per, it's at 10 or so. But the real cost is where the fact that it's premium gas. And this is something that we factored into the buying decision process. We were like, yeah, it's premium, so it's gonna be more expensive, fill it up every 2 weeks or something, how big the gas tank is. So, do some calculations and whatnot. And I mean, basically all that is not useless, but it was thrown out the window. One, because the gas prices just went really high. Really high. Well, at least for Winnipeg, it's high. When I posted on my story, people from BC were like, oh, come here and try our gas. It's so expensive. Okay, you chose to live there. I don't care. I'm complaining about our gas prices and they are pretty high. I think it's 1.5 here for premium, and it's not fun on the wallet because originally I was like, yeah, take $50 to $60 to fill my tank, depending on how low it was at the time. And now I'm like, well, if it's below 65, I'll be happy. But usually, if it's actually empty, it's touching 70. I'm like, well, no one could have planned for this, and it sucks. And the reason why I'm making this more specific to a sports car type of vibe is because I have paddle shifters. And if you know anything about paddle shifters and driving fast, that shit do be burning gas. It does burn gas, and it's just so fun that you just don't care. But then after, you're like, damn, probably shouldn't have burned all that. But paddle shifters they just make a big difference. So moving on to the next reality about owning a German sports car, luxury car, whatever you want to say is, okay, everyone talked about this before. It goes hand in hand with German luxury is maintenance. Honestly, it's not even the maintenance. It's more if you ever want to add anything onto your car or if something breaks. I guess that's kind of maintenance, but it's not the everyday, or not everyday, regular maintenance checkups and whatnot, oil changes and stuff. That's whatever. It's more expensive than other cars, but it's whatever. But when I'm trying to look for parts to add to my car, a wing, a spoiler, or a front lip, or literally anything, everything's just more expensive. It's just, why? It's painful. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is, everyone knows about all these issues, or not issues, but things you might run into when you have such types of cars. And I was like, okay, bet. I'm just gonna get a lot of warranty and I'm not gonna have to deal with anything that comes up. And if I do, it's gonna be a couple $100 or something, nothing that I can't swallow, protect myself. So we stacked on that warranty, and Lord, let me tell you, when I actually needed it, this shit didn't do anything. It didn't come through at all. I don't know how that makes sense because I literally got the best warranty you can get. So I slapped on 5 years of the solid warranty on my car. I'm like, bet, no stress, I'm paying for peace of mind. And then the passenger side door of my car stopped working from the inside. Doesn't make any sense. You can still open it from the outside, but from the inside, you have to apply like some godly amount of force. That's why I'm the only one that can open it. But you have to apply so much force to get this door open. Like your shoulder's gonna be sore after just slamming into it. I was like, okay, bet. Maybe I should take this into the dealership. I don't want to be one of those people with like a luxury car that doesn't actually work properly and you can't really afford to drive it. So I was like, fine. It took me a while because, you know, we're a busy guy, but I was like, okay, after a couple of weeks, I was like, let's take it in. Let's see what's being said. And then when I booked the appointment, I was straight chilling. I was like, I got all this warranty. I'm not stressed about anything. And then on the phone, this dude's like, just to let you know, like this type of warranty or whatever, this company doesn't really cover like the small things like nuts and bolts and stuff like that. I was like, I bet. I mean, a couple hundred, if that, like, come on, negligible. And then when we actually get into the process of taking it in and all this stuff, then they tell me that actually the warranty isn't gonna cover any of this stuff that's going on here. It's actually gonna cost this amount. I'm gonna tell you the amount in a second, but it's gonna cost said amount. And like, do you wanna go forward with this? And I was like, bro, this is a great day. I still went forward with it because like I said, we want a fully functioning car, but pain, I tell you, pain. For, I think it was 2 parts. For 2 parts, you know, like a latch and whatnot, got a nice bill of $914. This is after tax. So basically $1,000 to fix a door handle. Pain, trauma. The parts themselves was like $585, having to be flown in from Toronto, and then labor was like, I don't know, $182. Like $767 before tax, and you know, Manitoba tax is kind of tough. We have 2 taxes, makes it a little bit more shit. But let's say it was like $767. That's tough. And that was quite a reality slap in the face. But I'm thankful that, I mean, it was more of an inconvenience than the end of my life, if that makes sense. Like, it's a lot of money, but I'm not like, shoot, I can't pay bills anymore. Like, I'm still chilling, but I'm like, bro, that's some bullshit. This is why you save a little bit of money in life. Not a lot, because saving accounts are bullshit, but for moments like this, that emergency fund, I'm telling you, it would have hit a lot differently. But I'm just low-key kind of happy that I kind of just like proved to myself that I could actually afford to be driving what I'm driving. Even though that is some bullshit, I can't lie. Just for a door handle, people were telling me it's not even worth it. I'm like, yeah, it probably isn't, but we're already here, it's already going in. So it'd be like that. And the last thing we're gonna talk about when you have a sports car, German car, whatever you wanna call it, a European luxury at the nice young age of 22 is people, man. The way these people be coming at you reckless. They be like, oh, you're just doing it to flex. Like, you just want people to look at you nice and whatnot. Like, you're doing it for the girls. And specifically, since I'm a dude, they'd be like, yeah, you're just trying to attract these shorties. I'm like, first of all, the only people you attract when you have a nice car that's like luxury or whatever is other guys. But yeah, in general, if you have a nice car, the only people you're attracting is other guys. Like, girls will be like, oh, that's nice, and then move on. So that just is completely irrelevant. And second, we're not doing it to impress people. I mean, when my car was in the shop for what ended up being like 4 or 5 days, because it was over the weekend, they gave me a loaner car, the 2021 Q3. It's nicer than my car, but I was not having fun in that car, okay? So if I wanted to impress people, definitely the Q3 is more impressive. You know, you got the nice touchscreen, the nice dash display, all these extra things, the ambient lights, super nice. The interior is fantastic. But bro, when I was driving that car, I was so sad. I was so sad. Like, it was moving slow as heck. No paddle shifters. I was not having a good time. So clearly, I enjoy my car specifically. We're not trying to impress these people, where we just love what we love, okay? And that's that. Well, that's it for today's video. If you have a luxury car, if you want to get a luxury car, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you are going to get one, specifically an Audi, great job, great decision. But just remember those gas, especially if you have paddle shifters, that gas kind of hits different. It might be a week that you're filling up your gas tank. It might be 2 weeks, depending on how you're driving. Usually for me, it's not the full 2 weeks, but we have fun with it. Smiles per mile, you know the vibe. And then you gotta just make sure you have that nice rainy day fund. It's not even a rainy day fund, it's a rainy car day fund, because if anything breaks, basically anything, you're just gonna be sad. So make sure you got that in check, and then make sure you let these people know. Don't even let them know, because it kind of defeats the purpose, but make sure you just know that it's for you and not for these other people that are just gonna be staring, because they don't actually care. They really don't. I mean, cool, you got some 4 rings on your car, you got a star, you got that ugly BMW badge, except for if it's an M badge, that's the only time. But they're just like, yeah, okay, that's neat. But you're the one who has to pay the bills, you're the one who has to deal with the maintenance and all that shit, so make sure you love that. Make sure. Well, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you liked it, like and comment. But if you loved it, maybe even subscribe. But until the next one, we're signing out.